Good morning from Wickersham Canine Ranch in beautiful Marshville, North Carolina. Today we got Gizmo and we are working on our Obedience Basics reintegration lesson plan. Point zero is basically we're going to shake the lead, allow him to know he's tethered, and we're going to go right into our workout, which is to step forward with the left, to pivot at 90 degrees, and give him a little praise. Good boy, Giz. Gizmo heel. So we're going to commit to this in a set value of 3, 2 revolutions per heel. Good, there's a correction. So that gives us an opportunity for the leash to work passively, and this can be done indoors or out. Handler must continue moving at all times. Good boy. That's a good dog. And what we're teaching is pack membership. Good job. Passive on the lead, proactive on the steps. Just going to set an edge with the right side of the body and a point indicator. That's going to get my stand stay. Good job, Giz. After I give him a signal, I'm going to the withers. 1, down the body line. 2, to the hip. 3, I'm going to correct the dog if he bobble steps. There he is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Notice I repeat. 4 and 5. Good on the stand stay. We'll get this dog used to twofold movement and the cessation of movement. Good job. Good. Good boy. We're going to move into repetition 2. Going to step forward, heel. Going to pivot, heel. Good boy. And heel. Good job. We've got a dog in the herding group. Pretty fast. He'll move in and forward. This is going to teach him basically that we'll move away and through. Good, and then he controls his own destiny. Good on the collar. Good. And again, after 2 revolutions, second repetition, we're going to point. We're going to give a signal, and then I'm going to go in and through a touch system. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And if the dog bobbles in the right shoulder, at any point, I'm going to create a little correction, a little imbalance right there. So he's anticipating, telling me that he wants the induction. And so my counter is going to be to create imbalance. We'll give him this reward. I'm going to work into our 3rd repetition. Ready? Heel. Pivot. Target sound. Pivot. Good job. So as you can see, we can work a little pace out of this. Good job. But what I want to establish with the dog is parallel left. Forward motion is forward motion. Good. He forges, we pivot. Good. If he forges, we pivot. Good. Point it out, set the edge. 5 point it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the edge. Good job. Enunciate the release with the shake. Through. Good. And at that point, we're going to reward the dog. Good boy. Get all that bobble out. Let's move along. So we're on exercise 2 now. And what we have is parallel left. And we're going to work an interior box heel left. Heel. We're going to turn the dog with a point. Good. And pivot. Good job. Heel. Good boy. Heel. So now we have him on the inside. 90 degrees left is going to help us with the forge plane. Good. It's going to indirectly, right quarter I'll attack. This is daily exercise. Good. Leave it. Heel. Good. No noses to the ground. Notice when I correct the dog, the feet never stop moving. And again, I'm going to set my edge with a point. Good. And a 5-point touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count it out every time. He's licking his chops and he wants the cookie. And his step work looks good. We're going to reward him and move right into the second one. Good. Pivot. Good job. Come on, let's get choppy steps with the same pivot. Let's go. Good boy. Maybe the handlers at home are more athletic than I. Good. So they can work in and through. Good job. Good job. Teaching the dog pace. Good. And cessation of motion with the signal. We set the edge. Good boy. We 5-point it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. He's giving me feedback the whole time. Him want the cookie. Him want the cookie. Him want the cookie. I understand. You Earned it. I'll give it to him. Good. Almost set that foot like he was telling me he's a good boy. Good job. Let's go, man. All right, kids. We got 2 more revolutions. I got a dog that's giving me some feedback. I definitely have economy of motion. Good. Pace and plane. Good boy. Good. That's a good job. And it's imperative that we take him home and introduce him to the same handling motions through mom and dad. Ready? Good. Wow. That's pretty sharp, man. 5-point it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will all help us later in his studies. Through. Shake it out. Gonna give him a little cookie, and then I'm gonna give him some touch, and we're gonna move into exercise 3. Good job, Gizmo. Let's go. That's a good boy. So we're on exercise 3. And what we do on exercise 3 is send the dog away and then practice a 1-piece recall. This is going to socialize our dog, and the reason why we practice exercise 1 and 2. I'm going to point, I'm going to introduce friend with the left side of the body.
Hey, hi boy.
Good job.
Nice to meet you. You're so handsome.
He gets touching a cookie and it comes on back around. Good boy. We're going to point it out. Good. And he's in his stand stay. At that point, my handler, primary handler, will give him a cookie, flash a quick signal, and send again. Ready? Gizmo, friend.
Hey Gizmo, you my friend?
We introduced him 3 times to every person.
Oh, thank you.
Look at those pretty ears. Target sound and around. Good. That's a good boy. So we're going to use this motion to socialize the dog and basically present a lot of very positive opportunities with the staff here in the last 8 days. Ready? Friend?
Hey, hi
and
Gizmo.
At home with all the people we know.
Thank you.
Good. And as you can see, we're getting the conditioned behavior. We can expand upon that. Good boy. But that is the nuts and bolts of the reason why we teach the dog heel, so is that we will have an absolute place to call him back to. Good job, Giz. All through? Let's go.
Okay, there we go.
So we've got Gizmo on the inside. We're showing him a couple dichotomies of interior etiquette. He's hanging out with me right now. I'm rubbing on his ears, which he absolutely loves. And so I want him to experience a little bit of time with his handler. And then we're going to move into our location downstay, where I got to get some opportunity. Good, I know, Cameron. Good boy. With the point snap indicator, and now we have a set hand signal. And then of course the down hand signal gets him into position. I am going to reward him on the down piece, and then I'm going to give him a hand signal for stay, and then very simply I'm going to rotate my hips and my shoulders and give him a backside signal. So we're going to do this in a set value of 3. We're always going to return to the dog and point and enunciate all through, high tone. Good job, kids. And then we're going to go right into the second set. Begins as soon as I touch the dog. Good. There it is. That's good. Nice. Oh yeah, Giz loves that. Woohoo! Love my Gizmo. All right. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good job. All right, you ready? And so now we're going to go to our place, using a little motion, a little signal. Good boy. Big boy signal. And then a backside signal. Good job. I'm going to go induction for performance, good, on the back side. And then I'm going to basically rotate my body with information on the front and the back. So that's going to give us plenty of opportunity to give the dog communication to hold his posture. We're going to go into a 3rd repetition in just a moment. Backside signal, he's doing his paws, goodness gracious. So if I need to get the dog's attention, the eyes go above the dog, good. With the signal, good. Just tongue needs to pay attention a little bit. Good boy. I'm going to return to my buddy. I'm going to give him the precursor, and then I am going to release him with motion. Good. And see how he reads the body? Good job. What a good boy. And so the 3rd one is going to begin as soon as I begin to pet. Good boy. Because we are working in a loop. Good job. It is Groundhog Day today, so all loops are important. Good job. All right. So here we are. Point snap. Woo. It's going to work on our separation, any separation issues. It's going to give us opportunity to acquire the big boy down signal. Going to reward on the backside induction with a signal. Now I'm going to rotate. And so I want to bring you to this, which is, hey, at some point, we need to have the opportunity where someone splits between Gizmo and I. So Uncle Keith's going to take the camera in and through.
I can do
He's
that.
Going to walk between the dog and the handler.
Yeah.
And that gives me an opportunity to give the signal. He twitched just a little bit. And then I can correct
Oops.
it. No worries. That's what we want to show is this incredible opportunity. Good to compute.
Wanna try it again?
Communicate. No, we're going to continue in and through the third rep.
Okay.
I'm going to give a signal. Keith will drag through the second time.
There we go.
Gives me opportunity to signal. And we're programming deference at this point. The dog doesn't understand what to do. Oh, that was awesome, man. So he was going to break again, but he was actually looking for the second signal. We were able to complete the maneuver. We're going to loop right back to that. Good boy, get us through. I'm going to reward my guy, and we're going to do a third split on the fourth repetition. So we're actually in bonus footage. Good boy. I know, right? Good job. I'm going to give a signal. We'll have the drag. Good, which is the camera coming betwixt the handler and the dog.
Hello.
Affording me opportunity to communicate. Good. And good. So there we are. And if you'll rewind that, you'll see that once the body came between the handler and I, the dog was literally moving his head to the right to pick up the signal. They want to perform in a positive light and get it right. Good job, kids. Finish this fourth repetition with the third pass. Ready? And through. So over time, you'll get better and better with that. That's a good job. But if we perform the split or have someone in our household who can help us in our training endeavors, then we can facilitate all of our long stays and save some time for the important stuff, which is motion. Let's go. Let me tie it.
There we go. He's an autoloader.
Good, there's my athlete. Oh yeah, that's great. So we're outside with Gizmo right now, and one of the concepts that I want to show you, we got rained out on the agility, but is a car safety and an extension thereof. We could treat the pause table and a couple of the basics communication cues to create a learning environment for the dog that makes him safer. So we're going to use the same point and snap, good boy, to get him to load into the vehicle. And so at this point, this is going to be just like our place or our car or our door thresholds at home. We are going to open the door, flash a signal, the dog's accountable, and then we're going to rotate and release. Good. Hopefully all within 5 seconds so he can learn the procedure in a positive. I'm going to bring him to a stop real quick using that beautiful stand stay he has. I'm going to open the door and then I'm going to go to the second repetition. Up. This is all brand new to him this morning. Good job. We're going to close the margin, if only briefly, so as that we can give a signal as we open. Good boy. And obviously I'm going to be hockey goalie and do anything that I can do to keep him in the crease. Good job. Good job. And then I'm going to fire my release. Offer. Good job with the left side. Good boy. That's my good boy. So we're all in a learning moment here. It takes 3 repetitions for us to be able to acquire the skill set. Good. And in the model, we have to have a correction. So we've basically taught in these first 2 repetitions all the positive. Our dog, at some point, will need a good old-fashioned NO for trying to jump out of the vehicle. So is that he can complete all the if-thans and what's ifs. All right, so I'm gonna shake it out. and I'm going to start to teach him to hold a little bit more. I'm going to give a signal, and I'm going to pull the collar forward very gently, creating an opposition reflex. And what I'm hoping to do is to be able to get that reflex programmed in at this margin. Good. Good boy. That's a good boy. And teach him to lock his body off of the stay signal. We're going to finish the third repetition. Good. And make sure the dog's not anticipating. Whew. Good. So, he's on his way. We've got a loop in. All of them have been in the positive. We have begun to work off of the opposition reflex, and I'm hoping that perhaps we will have the opportunity to tell him one of the world's most powerful words as he makes a mistake. What I'm going to say is, hey, Uncle Keith, let's give him a fake shoe tie with the camera angle.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Oh, hey!
There he is. I didn't get you to jump at all. Not at all. He deferred and looked for the signal. Good boy. You're a good dog, man. Good dog. So I'm just going to keep working it over the next 3 days. I'm going to hand the information to his mommy. Somebody will get the correction. Good. But our dog's in a learning environment now where we can literally teach him all these cool new things in a low set value. And I'm really proud with a Gizmo. Through.
So that was a live learning presentation.
Yes. And the only other thing I've got is he used to be a wild monkey and bite the brushes. And I've got him where I can brush him and put the blow dryer on him without him biting it.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
I'd
show that to the owners when they get here.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that. I don't think that's going to have quite the sizzle. You know what I mean?